Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Chunky here. What is up? Okay, every time I do mukbangs, I'm so freaking hungry. Like, literally, like, starving to death. So today, we're not gonna be drinking Diet Coke. We're gonna be drinking 7-Up because I forgot to get the Diet Coke, and I'm just like, you know what? Like, I'm not even gonna stress about it. I'm just gonna that I have here. And I actually do love 7-Up once in a while. I drink it especially when I'm sick. Y'all know us Latinos, we're sick. But it really does work. Okay. All right. I know you've probably been sitting there for a minute like, girl, when are you going to dig into that chicken? So today I'm eating a whole rotisserie chicken. Y'all know they have these at like your local markets. They have them like right there in the middle of the market, just sitting there like waiting for someone to pick them. Mine at Smart and Final. I really like Smart and Final's chicken. But you know, I do this on a regular. Like every time I get a rotisserie chicken, I always get two. And then one like I always pick on. And I literally just pick the death out of it. Like basically the whole family. Like, I'm trying to show y'all the steam. Anyways, I really love eating the rotisserie chicken like just with my fingers. Like we'll be putting the groceries away. And we're just picking at it. Like we're all just picking at it. And then like the second one we'll wait for like the next day and we'll eat it with like tortillas and salsa and stuff. So that's what I got right here on the side of me. I'm gonna eat it with guacamole, green salsa verde, and a red salsa. I don't know if you can see it. Let me back it up. Let me back it up. Back it up. So I usually eat it with tortilla, but I thought the tortilla might like kind of take away from it. Plus, I'm not trying to eat like 100 tortillas, even though I could. I got some chips right here. You know what? I just want to say cheers to all the people that are watching me right now and all the people that are down for me. I have had like the greatest couple of days these past few days. I'm going to get in a story. I have a story for you guys. I'm going to give y'all what you want. But wait. Just relax. Okay? I just got back. I've been gone for a couple of days or for a week. I don't even know how long I've been gone. But y'all, we gotta catch up before we get it. Y'all know when you talk to your homegirls, when your homegirl comes over and you haven't seen her in a while, y'all are like, girl, what's up? Yeah, girl, you know that I've been driving. I went to my kid's school. Blah, blah. You gotta get into the small talk before you get into the good shit. So I just want to say cheers to everybody that loves me and is down for me and that's here for me and that watched me as in genuine, has made all of this YouTube worth it, because I get messages talking about like, wow, Chunky, like you really like have like done something for me in my life. And I'm just like, yo, that's crazy, because I mean, I definitely started this lightheartedly. I definitely started it thinking like I'm gonna probably, you know, really make an impact on some people, but never really like knowing if I would or not. And for people to tell me that I have, it's just like something that I can't even explain how it feels. But I've met so many people these past couple of days that like it's just so crazy. Like people out in the street going to like Walmart, the free clinic. No, I'm just kidding. But you know, just meeting people on a daily just like has really touched my heart. Like it's just amazing. And I just want to like first off, you know, just kind of thank you guys and um, you know, before we go any further, I just want to say that I'm going to try to keep this story some things to where if you're old enough, you'll understand what I'm getting at. You know what I mean? So I can't say certain things because YouTube will demonetize my video. So I'm going to try to keep it to kind of like tiptoe around the situation, but you'll know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna be telling a story. Okay. I asked you guys want to hear a story about one of my past relationships that I had, and he was very, I was in this relationship where it almost could have turned into, this was past relationship, okay? And thank God he was not my baby daddy. He was not my baby daddy. He's not my current relationship. This was an old relationship, because sometimes people get confused. And I'm like, no. This is a past relationship. So he was beginning to become very controlling, and I started to see really bad, scary signs in this man. And I went through, you know, a couple of drama-filled nights with this man. And, you know, luckily I was smart enough, and you know, luckily I had enough self-esteem in me. I was trying to think of the right words to say. Luckily I had still the right amount of self-esteem and self-dignity in myself to like leave the situation. Because some women are very down and out. Some women just feel so bad about themselves. They're depressed. They're just so low that they don't even know how to get out, and they don't even know how to. They don't know how to just get themselves out of the situation, and they stay there. So oh, I love the skin. The skin is so good. It has so much flavor. It has like all the flavor in it. So luckily I wasn't like so down and out that I kept myself in that situation. I did make a couple of mistakes where I did go back a couple of times. But I was like, yo, girl, what are you doing? Like, get the F out. Like, get out. You're not going to live like this. So, woo, the chili's kind of hot. So, I'm going to tell you about one of these situations that I had, one of these nights that was very drama filled. I was telling you guys about how a cop kind of hit on me during one of these drama filled situations that this man put me in. I got into a relationship with this man because I was at a very vulnerable. It was a very vulnerable time for me. I was going through a lot. I made the mistake of thinking that I had to be in a relationship because I kind of was like in limbo on like I just had my daughter. Well, I didn't just have her, but she was little. I didn't have the option of being with her dad because he was in a situation. And I just felt like lost. Like I felt like I don't know, I just felt like I lost somebody that I wanted to be with and I couldn't be with him. So I was looking for love. And I kind of like pushed myself into a relationship with this man, and I just wanted to be loved so badly because I wanted to kind of like forget the kind of position I was in. I just wanted to forget, like, I don't know, I just wanted something. And this guy was like really charming, funny. That's one thing I have to give to him, is that he was charming, he was funny. And even my family was like, he's really funny, he's really charming. But it's crazy because that's how a lot of like men that are like him, they're always very charming and very, you know, very funny and, you know, things like that. They always have this like wool over people's eyes. So, you know, I was very vulnerable at the time I met him, and that's the mistake I made. So, one of these drama-filled nights, I had my best friend over, and he wanted to go on a date. And I told him, I have my best friend over, like, you know, I can't just ditch her. He was like, what? Like, I want to see you. Well, I waited a little while. He called me back. He's like, look, I'll treat you and your friend to the movies. I'll bring your friend. I think he was probably trying to find like somebody to like come so that like it could be like, you know, like it could be like a situation where, you know, it wasn't like 3 people. But I guess he couldn't find nobody. So he was like, well, we'll just go. We want to go see the movie Notorious, I think. Notorious B.I.G. And so, you know, it started off great. Me and my homegirl were happy that we got out of the house because we had been in the house for a couple of days. And when my homegirl would spend the night, she wouldn't just spend one night. Like, this girl We'd stay there for a whole week. And we would get smoked out, we would get blazed out. And we would just like kick it. We would walk to like go eat, like at a burger place, in and out, somewhere, you know, around my house. But I think at the time I didn't have money. Like I remember I was like broke, so we were just home. And I was like, girl, I'm broke. She was broke, so we were just home, chilling. And when you know, he had called me, I was like, oh girl, he's gonna treat us, like, yeah, popcorn, soda, large Diet Coke, like, you know, hot dog, nachos, because this fool liked to eat. He was a chunky fool. I mean, I don't discriminate. I like every kind of guy. Like, I don't really have a type. If we vibe, like, you're my type, no matter what you look like. So I was like, yes, we're about to eat. He even smoked us out before we got in there. We're like, hell yeah. I know he's gonna have some bug because he was a smoker too. So off the bat, when he picked us up, everything was fine, but he was a snapper. Like, he would just snap. Like, he would just, like, all of a sudden be mad at something for no reason. Like, I didn't know why. And then when he would tell me why, I'd be like, what? Like, it really never made sense. It was a lame excuse. Like, it was always a lame excuse to get mad. So we're at the movie theaters. We get in. And, you know, we start getting excited about the movie. And we start hearing, like, the Notorious music. And we're like, Notorious. Ooh, girl, we're a little faded, you know. We're about to eat, you know, some nachos and shit. And we're like, yeah, girl, And, you know, me and my girl. Okay, the neighbor's child is screaming. Ignore it. So, you know, we're getting into it. And I could see that he starts getting frustrated. Like, he starts smacking his lips. Because me and my girl, like, we walked into the movie theater. And they had the Notorious B.I.G. music bumping, you know, like, and we were like, and he was like, come on, you guys, like, come on, stop, you know. I guess we were embarrassing him. I don't think we were embarrassing him. I think he was just like, I don't know. He was irritated. Like, after he told me, because I'll tell you after. So he starts getting irritated. And I didn't think it was like, I didn't catch it right away. Like, I'm not the type of person to snap when people tell me to snap. Like, I'm not the type of person, like, when someone says be quiet, like, I'm not gonna be quiet because you tell me to be quiet. Like, I'm always gonna have something to say. Or, like, I'm just not the type of person to, like, listen to rules at the first time, you know? So when he did that, I was like, you know, I was like, oh, shut up, be quiet, cut it out, you know, kind of like brushed it off like that. So then I think my homegirl, she caught on to it. And my homegirl threw shot. She was like, we were still, you know, dancing, singing, having fun. And she was like, hey, fool. I was like, what? She was like, I think your man's mad. And I was like, what? Nah. I was like, nah, he's cool. Don't trip, you know? Like, I was trying to not, like, I was just kind of, like, trying to brush it off. But I like all these little soft parts from the chicken in here. Like, the breast, this part, it's a little bit more dense, a little bit more drier. I like to get into the crevices. Like, the more soft part, like, the more, like, gooey part. Oh, I love it. So, my friend was like, all right, girl, you know. So, we started talking during the movie, like, secretly, like. But we were just talking about the movie, like, giving commentary about the movie. And he was getting very frustrated, very mad, like, and he, you know, was like, shut the fuck up. He tells me to shut the fuck up. And I was like, what? Then he pulls my hair. But, like, kind of like how a mom would do it. Like, if you were in church and you weren't being quiet. Kind of like that. Then I kind of started thinking, like, damn, like, what? I'm probably going to bleep out that cuss word. I was like, look at that avocado. Boy. I got hurt when he did that. And I was like, damn. I was like, he's gonna start tripping. Because he was known for doing that. I could see it in his eyes. Like, it was just like, his eyes were just evil. So, I was like, kind of gonna cry. And, because he did that. And, I had my phone in my hand and I flipped my phone up because I already knew that once, like, I already knew, like, he was gonna start being evil because he had done it before. So I flipped up my phone and I looked at when I flipped up my phone to look at my phone, he grabbed my phone away from me. And he grabbed it like so hard. And I was like, give me my phone. And he was like, no, watch the fucking movie. And I was like, just give me my phone. So then we started fighting about giving me my phone. Then my homegirl was like, fool, like, what the, like, give her her phone. She's like, give her her phone. He's like, no. He puts the phone on his lap. He puts the phone on his lap. And he's like, watch the movie. I fucking pay for you guys to watch a movie. You guys are talking and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, all right. So I told my girl in her ear, like, can leave, just go with what I say. So then he looks and he's mad. He's like, what the fuck? What are you guys talking about? And I was like, oh, nothing. Like, I was just telling her, like, just watch the movie. And then so he's like, so then like he puts his arm around me, like, hard. Like, he puts his arm around my neck like that. And he's like, you know, like, he kind of pulls me like that. And I was like, you know? So I'm like, look, I'm going to play along so that I could just get my phone back and I could just leave, right? So then, you know, a little while into the movie, I tell him, like, can I have my phone back? I'm sorry, like, I'm sorry, you know? And he's like, all right. So he gives me my phone. I put my phone in my bra. And I tell him, I'm gonna go use the restroom. And he's like, nah, like, what do you need to use the restroom for? Like, you got your phone and now you want to go use the restroom? So now we're arguing with him about, like, going to the restroom. And he's like, I'm gonna go with you. And I'm like, no, why? And he's like, well, what are you gonna do? And I'm like, we're gonna use the restroom. At this point, we're kind of making a scene. And he's like kind of like looking around like, oh fuck, people are looking. He's like, just go. He's like, just go then, just go. So when we went to go use the restroom, I told my girl, like, fuck that, I'm leaving. Like, I'm fucking. I told my girl, fuck that, like, I'm leaving, I'm fucking out of here. Oh no. He had my, okay, so when I asked him about using the restroom, he's like, leave your purse here. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I was like, okay, I'll leave my purse with you. And I told my friend, like, oh, I was like, I'll leave my purse with him, and I'll make this trip to the restroom, because it was like only like the beginning of the movie. I'll make this trip to the restroom so that we could plan out our escape. So we could plan out our escape. It's not funny. It's fucked up. Like, it's a fucked up situation. At the same time, it was kind of funny. Like, we were like, what the fuck? So I was like, okay, girl, this is what we're gonna do. I was like, okay, here's my purse. Like, I'm not going nowhere. He's like, leave your phone. I'm like, I'm not leaving my phone. I'm like, here's my purse. So he takes my purse and we go to the restroom, and I'm like, girl, we're gonna make an escape for it. I'm gonna leave this fool here. Like, I don't want to get a ride back with him. Like, I don't want to, like, I don't even want to watch the movie anymore. I was like, I don't even want to watch the movie anymore. Like, I'm done with this food. Like, so she's like, all right. I go, all right, look, we're gonna watch the movie for a little while, and like, okay, so as I'm telling her, as I'm talking to her and telling her, like, the plan, we're on the top balcony on the top floor, and I can hear him fucking yelling for me, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, he's calling my name and said, where are you? Hey, like, where are you, motherfuckers? And then, like, people were like, he was making a scene, and I was like, what the fuck? He's like, he calls me, he's like, and I'm like, I'm in the restroom upstairs. He's like, why are you in the restroom upstairs? He's like, what are you doing up there? Like, we're leaving. Like, I'm gonna get my money back and we're leaving. And I'm like, no, I want to watch the movie. He's like, no, like, no, like, we're gonna go back to my house, like. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, oh my God, like, he's making a scene. He's talking about, we're gonna go back to his house and all this stuff. And I'm like, I'll be damned if I'm gonna get in the car with him. Like, I'm not gonna get in the car with him. And so we're there. There's two stories, and on the top floor, there's a restroom in the corner. On the bottom floor, there's a restroom like in the middle. We went to the top floor so we could talk, you know, because I knew he was gonna follow me. So I see him walking to the information to go get his money back for the tickets. And I'm like, fuck, he has my purse. I'm like, let's go. Like, let's run out the door, the back door. So we run back into, I said, let's run back into the theater that we were at because it was close by. And let's go through the back door. Because, you know, there's a door you could leave out the theater. So we're running and he's coming up the stairs and we're like, fuck, we're literally running from him. And so we run into the theater. He comes in he comes and he runs in the side door. So he's this way and we're this way, and people could obviously see that he's fucking running towards me, you know, like he's like trying to get me. So luckily when we run back out the door, there was like security there, and he's like, hey, what's going on? Like, do you need help? And I'm like, yes, I need help. Like, I need to get away from this guy. Like, he's abusive. Like, I can't, like, I'm scared. Like, I just want to get home. So luckily at theaters, like the cops are like on hand, like 20, like bam, like they were there. And I was like, once he's seen the cops coming, and once like the security was like, hey, like, what's going on, he just ran out the door. Like, he went running, flying out the front door, because I guess he didn't want to have nothing to do with the cops. And I was like, he has my purse, like, please don't let him leave, like, he has my purse. And I was like, it has my house keys in there, like, my house keys are in there, and I'm very scared that he's gonna get in my house. So I guess the cop stopped him when he was like gonna leave, like in the parking lot. The cop stopped him in the parking lot. And I'm like, you know, like crying, like I'm like upset. I'm just like, I can't believe this shit. So a really cute, handsome cop comes, right? This is where the story gets good. And I'm just kidding. Okay, so this really handsome cop comes, and he's like bald. He has a bald head. And he's like, oh, you know, hey, what's up, girl? He's like, what's going on? And I'm just like, I don't know, you know, like, officer, like, I'm with this guy, like, and he's just very controlling and all this stuff. And he's like, well, you know, like, you're too beautiful to be going through this, like. And I was just like, no, I'm just kidding. I was just like, yeah, you know, I know. And then he's like, you know what, let me take you home. I'm gonna drive you home. I'll make sure you get home safe. And I was like, all right, Mr. Officer. And I'm just kidding. I'm acting stupid right now, but I was like, all right, Mr. Officer, you know, I'll go with you, you know, thank you so much. He's like, no problem. So he got my purse back from him, and he was like, I got your purse, like, don't worry. And we got in the car, and he was like driving me home, and he was just like kind of lecturing me, telling me that I shouldn't, you know, be with somebody like that, and why am I with somebody like that? And he was just kind of telling me like, oh, you know, I know that beautiful women like you know, they like to be with bad boys. They like the bad boys to try to tame them and stuff like that. And, you know, I just don't want to like see somebody beautiful like you waste your time on a man like that. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And I think that was the night, like, I really was like, that's it. Like, this is my last straw. Like, I'm not going to be dealing with this guy anymore. This is embarrassing. I'm not going to be going through this. Like, just humiliating. And we get to the front of my house, and he was like, look, if you need anything, like, let me know. He's like, here's my number. He's like, you know, do you have a number that I could get down just in case, like, I want to, like, make sure that you're okay after, and, you know, just keep tabs on you. And I was like, yeah, sure. It's like, my number. And then, like, after like he would like call me once in a while and stuff like that, and he did ask me out on a date, but like I kind of just didn't want to get involved. I didn't want to get involved with law enforcement because I heard a lot of scary stories about like people dating like policemen and stuff like that, and like I, you know, they're even just because they're policemen, even policemen could like be like, you know, not good men, and like I just don't want to get entangled into like, you know, having to be somebody's like girlfriend or something, and then like it ends bad or whatever, and now I'm like on the bad list of the police, you know what I mean? So I just like kind of didn't like really pursue it. I was just like, oh, you know, I'm not looking for like to date right now, you know, I'm just kind of like sticking to myself. But that was that story, a little drama filled situation that I got in with, but luckily I'm in, you know, a good place now, and all that's over with. With that being said, I'm so full. I ate like damn near half my chicken. But I love you guys. Stay chunky because chunky is beautiful. Peace out.